How are you? Uh-oh. Where's the volume? I think I heard you say I'm good. I can't hear you so good. Oh no. Oh, you're muted. Are you muted? Maybe I can unmute you. Where's the pink glasses? I like the pink ones.
There
Oh,
were,
there you are.
okay.
Right.
Oh boy.
Oh, you're telling me.
How are you today?
I don't want to talk about it.
Same as it ever was. Well, I'm glad you had a great day then.
They're all great days. There are some that I prefer, or some events that I prefer over others,
Right.
and I can control myself barely.
Yeah. Change is going to happen. Right.
Oh, thanks. And it could be as soon as October 20th. So
Oh
you
yeah. Yeah.
tell me how to move everything in this apartment you saw out of here by October 20th.
They used to call it a fire sale.
Something's gonna have to happen. I have to take inventory of everything in here tomorrow.
Yeah.
Like this girl might be
I
going
don't,
on a nice roller coaster ride. No better time to bow down to the Zilla and
yeah.
see if I can start praying.
Yeah. Why not?
And that I need to stick my head between my legs and kiss my own
Well,
ass goodbye.
we allow polygamy, so I think you should find you a rich husband immediately to go with the one you have.
Who's we?
I said Zilla allows for polygamy.
Oh, we, you meant the Church of Zilla allows polygamy.
Yeah, yes, yes.
How
Yeah.
does Lisa feel about a sister wife?
Pardon?
Never mind. I didn't say it.
We've been looking for one forever,
I know
just
how to keep a house, and you know I know how to cook and I know how to bake.
oh my goodness. Right.
You know,
Yeah.
I'll put a tiny house on your property and I'll make sure everything stays clean and that we're all fed.
Oh boy.
Oh, am I boring you?
Well,
I'm boring myself.
I think I've heard this before.
From me?
No. Pre previous engagements, we'll call it. Yeah.
Literally or figuratively, this engagement.
Literally, figuratively, both.
Dun dun dun.
Yeah.
Well, so Three Eye Atlas, apparently this angry astronaut guy, he says
Okay. Okay.
he says
Okay.
that Three Eye Atlas has now launched a probe that landed in the Pacific Ocean.
Okay.
It's getting crazier.
Well, excuse me. Let me get started on this stuff. Hold on a second.
Yeah, take a breath.
Like they don't want us talking about it, so I'll explain. Anybody who wants to talk about AI Atlas, anybody wants to talk about Charlie Kirk or Trump or anything or the Middle East, if they're over 25 and they don't know what an AI scriptwriter is, okay, and they don't know what social engineering is, shouldn't be in the conversation, okay?
That eliminates like 80% of the population.
Right. Well, all these people want to talk about something that they don't know anything about because it's all a movie right now. Nobody has ever seen it, touched it, looked at it, licked it, pardon me. It's like it has never, ever happened. Okay. So all these people want to get out there and talk about it, not realizing that an AI scriptwriter puts out something and then they turn around and steal elements from other stories and other events and see what kind of response they get. And that's called social engineering. And then they take that response, and since it's an AI, they incorporate it in and see what other crazy thing they can throw in there in order to get a response from the public. And so you take the total number of people that are commenting on it and number of people that are views, and we call that a successful campaign. So there. Now you know everything there is to know about 3AI Atlas, about Charlie Kirk. You know what about Trump? You know about the Middle East. You know what about the United Kingdom.
No, wait.
And
Donald Trump was made king.
yeah, and if you have never read Gordon R. Dixon Dorsey series, if you had read it, you would already know all this. So since you haven't read it, you don't understand the concept of social engineering and the fact that it disappeared from social media and the conversation about 20 years ago. And I was actually sitting in a restaurant in Crystal City, USA, and I had one of the books open, and a guy next to me goes, "Wow, we're reading that over at the CIA." So, so social engineering is something that people don't realize what we're in the middle of. Everything you see is scripted. They even have a thing on the internet where, oh, send us your ideas for a movie or for a book or something or a play. And you can imagine everybody sends it in, the AI takes it and goes, oh, yeah, people are interested in guess what? Disclosure. So we're going to take all the disclosure stuff and we're going to what? Wrap it around 3AI Atlas, right? And so, yeah, now it's a probe, right? And I got news for you. Let's say there is aliens on there. What are you going to do with them when they show up? I mean, are we talking barbecue sauce? Are we talking inviting them to dinner? Are we talking about like marrying off our children with them? I mean, nobody ever explains all that. They just go, "Oh my God, they're coming," right?
They're
And
gonna
didn't,
tongue kiss us.
yeah.
Ah!
Oh my God, stop that. I can't
And
watch
then
that
we'll eat the
movie.
people pops.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, and that's the relative insanity of it. It's like, are you going to marry your daughters off? Are you going to invite them over for a barbecue? Are
Why,
you
when you could just
barbecue?
marry your daughter and then eat her later?
Huh?
Just marry your daughter and eat her later. Why sell her off when you can just use her yourself? People
Yeah.
pops.
And then are people going to treat them like gods? Is it the Anuki coming back?
The Anuki. The
Yeah, without getting us into,
Anuki
old term
Sukiyaki.
in high school. Wonder where that came from, right?
I don't know, but there's not enough isopropyl alcohol to disinfect all of the crazy.
Oh, no, 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 no. So anyway, anybody who wants to talk about all that automatically to me, they bought into the social engineering. They bought into the AI script writer. And if that guy, what was his name, Big Balls that, Elon Musk brought in for the Doge thing, if he'd like to contact us, we could wrap this thing up and find out all the little, what do you call them? Like URLs and everything associated with it to see how they generated these stories and how they continue to generate them. And the sheer fact that as soon as it disappears from the public view, guess what? We need a new story. And AI is right there ready to put it out for you. And you can tell by the
Guys
language
ready
of
to
it.
put us out. That's
Yeah.
what I think.
The thing
Stuff
gets
the
me is,
whole bunch of us
yeah.
like a
Get
cigarette
rid of, if you get rid of enough people, who the hell's the AI going to talk to? Right?
itself.
I guess. Right.
And
So,
then what? When
yeah,
AI starts talking to itself because it's run out of tools, I mean
yeah.
humans.
Yeah. So look what we did. We have alien spacecraft, we have aliens, we have disclosure, we have Mars, we have, I mean, golly, you
We've got a
couldn't
big
run.
fat full moon tomorrow, and we've got some,
Oh yeah, you got to throw the astrology in and
and then the
the
plasma wind. Don't
and
forget the
the
plasma
nucleus
wind.
and the plasmas. Yeah, it's
But that's
oh,
actually,
and now they're throwing in the TikTok things. Yeah, the probe thing that dropped out and went in the ocean, and
oh, yeah, that's
yeah,
the angry
you know,
astronaut. He's angry.
right, because it's talking to the ocean people, which are not talking to us, which tells me that's a failure of diplomacy right there. So there. Any
Isn't there
questions?
some other dimension I can slip into? Because this one fucking sucks, man, right now.
Well, it is definitely jumped the shark 8 ways to Sunday as the language from the South.
You know,
So
8 ways to Sunday, jumping sharks, and something about someone's hoo-ha. I don't know, man.
yeah, yeah.
So we do have some
It's
questions.
quite a movie. Eat your popcorn, That's it.
Is it? Is that all we're supposed to do is eat the popcorn?
Yeah, I mean, you might look up recipes. That's all I can tell somebody. I
Okay.
mean, what does a multi tens of thousands year old alien taste like? If they're in the
Kind of leathery, not so soft.
yeah,
Probably kind
yeah.
of chewy, honestly.
I mean, like I said, everybody skips the questions of like, so what do you feed them when they get here, right? Well, if they've been,
People.
huh?
Look, if they really want to make the human population go down, they should just invite the evening people eating aliens
Yeah,
here and stop lying about it, and then they can show us what they've been doing to us for 100 years.
yeah. I mean, I knew all along the answer to our alien problem is one-eyed, one-horned, flying purple people eaters. I mean, alien eaters, right? There was a
Okay.
song. It
Look,
was obviously there
if
to
he can
tell
eat
you,
me, I can eat him. There's the law of reciprocity exists
right?
there too.
I'm
One
telling
would
you,
think.
we might be looking at people pops. Come,
Martian pops.
yeah,
Like, look,
December
instead of the
December 3rd.
Frankfurter guy, like selling hot dogs on the street, you got the little
Yeah,
cart selling people pops and
yeah,
Martian moose. There you
yeah.
go. Martian moose and people
Uh,
pop.
And Vlad the Impaler invented people pops. It might be a something, how things kind of like
You just
go
sort of
around,
stick
come
something
around.
up your butt and then have a giant carry you around like you're a balloon, a pinwheel or something.
Uh, uh,
Spin you
uh.
around. No? Bad
I,
idea? Here.
I think it's time for a new religion, and if the aliens don't provide it, I think Zilla is has come into its own as the religion of the 2000s. So there we
It
go.
should if it hasn't. Like
Yeah,
nobody's picking up on it. Maybe
yeah,
we need some Kool-Aid, but we can't use grape because that's been done.
right.
Um, okay, so Matt Brodeur. He says sometimes he feels like he has a hard time visualizing, not always, but is this due to some energetic block relating to the throat or indigo third eye? And do you have any techniques or meditations that can help with this?
Yes. How's that for an answer?
That's good. So Matt,
Okay.
you need to call Randy if
Yeah.
you want. You got
So the
most of the
initial the initial exercise is to open your eyes. Let's say you have an office, one of those things that people used to go to before Trump, or anyway, all the people left their offices. So there's a BV before the V, right? Your
before
eyes.
the virus.
Yeah.
Virus.
Right. Before 2019, if you had an office, you would sit there in your chair and you would look at everything in the room. You would focus on it, memorize it, look at it, and literally be there. Then you would go home and you would look at your bedroom. Okay. And you would do the same thing for your bedroom. And then at night, you would sit down in your bedroom, close your eyes, and be in your office. And when you're office, you would close your eyes and be in your bedroom or living room or, the White House, Lincoln bedroom. I don't know where you want to go. You might go to Netanyahu's bedroom if you're really kind of like, want to strip the light fantastic, we used to say in hippie days, right?
Netanyahu.
Right, right. And so anyway, that's the beginning exercise. It's not even visualizing. It's a memory process.
Actually memorizing it and
Yeah,
being there.
memorize. Well, and then the trick to it is being there. Be there now. Okay. So that was Ken Keyes in San Francisco in the 60s. I was there. Anyway, didn't like all the nudity associated with it, but anyway, it's a long story. So the
What
idea
grown-ass
is that
healthy man doesn't like nudity in America?
some things shouldn't be seen. How's that? So anyway, the especially when you're in a quote unquote spiritual experience.
Oh,
Uh, yeah, there's a little cross action going on there. Um, so anyway, that's how you start and now if you do that and then you think about some place you haven't been and you can go be there on that same screen, we call that remote viewing. So
I
there.
do
So
that.
get good at one, get good at both, and get good at all three everywhere.
Right.
So there's the
Live a
answer to
peaceful
that question.
life so that you can have the time to practice all of it.
Well, yeah, it's just a few minutes. It's a few minutes every day where and the problem is people don't want to have the discipline to practice it till they get it right. Okay.
I'm one of those people. I want things to happen instantly. I don't like having to work at stuff.
Yeah, what's this
I'm,
working thing? You might be younger than you think.
you know,
Yeah.
Arrested development is actually a thing. So
Yeah. No discipline, no drive, no.
if I'm interested in something, the house could burn down and I'm hyper focused, but if it's not interesting, it's hard to make it interesting. Some things. Like
Yeah.
I figured out how to make chores interesting. Like I can make anything be a creative
Yeah.
journey. Even breathing is creative.
Yeah. I tell people if you don't want to punch somebody in the face, you don't have enough energy to make it through the day.
I just told somebody that I
These are Zilla-isms. How's that?
yes,
Zillow-isms.
I like it. I
Zillow-isms.
like the Zilla-isms. They work for me.
Yeah.
Um, okay, so he asked, what are some of the things each of you do to get in touch with your creative side and creative expression? Well, I have to eat, so I make cooking a creative expression all day because I have to do it anyway. So that's one of the things. So I'm constantly
I
in a
would say
creative
if
mode.
you have to think about it, you're not doing it.
Yeah, like I don't think exactly. I don't think about it. I just keep creating all day long. Then I go to sleep and I probably create in dream time and then I come back here and do more here. Like it never
Yeah.
stops.
We have language. People that need motivation need to go away.
Mm.
Right.
Is
Uh,
that different from fight, flight, freeze? Like if you're being traumatized and you're frozen, is that that's not the same as lack of motivation, is it? Does it?
wow, that's an interesting question. Um, the language I use is real simple. You like it. In fact, the language is you love it more than the love of being abused, beat, what do you call it? You know, put upon, all these things is greater than the love of doing something other than that. And how do we know that? Because if you actually wanted to be somewhere else, do something else, have more money, anything, you would be doing that. So the only question we ever have is what did you do yesterday? So that today you have either more money, more health, more wealth, more well-being, whatever. And we allow for some medications to start you out down the road, but if failure to remove yourself is real simple, you're getting something out of it. And people hate when I tell them that.
Well, truly, it's like there must be something being gotten out of it, whether it's conscious or subconscious. Usually it's subconscious when people get super stuck, I feel like.
Right.
Um,
So
you know,
illness is an outcome. All problems are outcomes. And when we look at that, if there is anything to learn from it, it would be to stop doing whatever it is that's producing that outcome. If you can't stop, then go away from it. If you can't go away from it, reach out and punch somebody. How's that? It's called slap therapy. Is another form of
reach out and punch someone.
someone. That was AT&T, I think.
Yeah, but
But
we can change
I
it.
might have gotten that wrong.
Yeah, it's always like right turn Clyde. That worked for Clint
Oh
Eastwood.
yeah, yeah. That's what we're alluding to. We're not advocating violence at any level on this channel.
Where
Okay,
is King Kong when you need him?
that's right. Exactly. Is the kind
Um,
of violence we need in the world.
okay. Now we've moved on. Matt has moved on. He'd be interested in trying the Hallelujah mantra. He's been practicing some different ones and he feels incredible resonance with most of them. He knows that they all have different uses, but what is happening after he chants Ang or Aum for a few minutes and the whole outside layer above my skin, energy body maybe, feels like it's buzzing in a good way? What is happening energetically when that happens?
Okay, so
I'm going to make you the whole screen.
let's see what I can do with this. It's called Nod, NAAD, Nod Yoga. And it's the yoga of the sound current. Where did you go? I can't see you. You went away.
I was trying to make you the star. If you don't want that,
The what?
I was trying to make you like, because you're answering questions. People don't necessarily need to look at me putting alien
No,
masks
no, it's
on.
okay.
Okay.
Anyway, I like talking to you. So anyway, Nod Yoga, NAAD, is a yoga, and it's a yoga of vibration and frequency. And in the Nod Yoga, there's things called BIJ mantras. Beach natras. And in the beach natras, there's what they call elemental sounds. And of course, we know what those are. Ooh, ah, bing, bang, walla,
Walla
walla, bing.
walla bing bang. Ooh ee ooh ah ah ting
Yeah,
ting
yeah,
walla walla
yeah.
bing bang. That's like we
So,
we sang that the
so,
first episode.
so see, there's an entire science of never date a girl whose last name ends in A or ah, and never date a girl whose last name ends in E, right? Or I. See? So it depends on which side of the fence you are because ah and e are primal sounds. So mom, right? And ah, right? And ooh and e, right? Those are all primal sounds that are common in all languages. So there. Now, when you vibrate those sounds in certain ways, you're vibrating the body and you're actually causing like like when water boils, it starts vibrating higher and the energy
Yeah,
release.
and you can even see the pot or the
Yeah.
pan.
So you can create heat in the body, and that's a form of breathing. They call it Bardo, I think, or some other name like that. William Hobbs kind of borrowed all that from yoga and became popular because he was teaching people how to breathe. Imagine that. I've been teaching it for 50 years. So, so anyway, the proper way to do it, if he can get 30 people to get together in one place, then I will teach them how to do hallelujah
Really?
properly. And if you can do hallelujah in any form for longer than 3 minutes, you're not doing it properly. So there.
Why? Because after 3 minutes you start vibrating too much?
No, no, and if you can do it longer than 3 minutes, you're just singing.
Okay.
It's not a singing, it's a mantra, a chant. It's a very specifically done with very specific elements that you practice while you're doing it. And and the reason you want a big group is to get the experience of the harmonics that develop when you have a group of diverse people doing the mantra. So there.
Well, I would definitely come hang out with you guys if you did that. I'd figure a way.
Oh yeah. But the thing about doing Hallelujah properly is that you're going to need probably 30 minutes or an hour to recover.
Yeah,
So,
but you know what? If
because
everybody did
you,
that every day and then took their 30 minutes to an hour, can you imagine how much more efficient they would be in the other 22 hours of the day?
well, they would definitely get to the point about not caring what people think or do.
Oh, I was looking at some YouTube, and there was a YouTube short about narcissists and how all they care about is how they look, what the outer layer looks like. And like every once in a while, I think, I have some narcissistic traits, but I don't clearly, I don't care how I look, don't care how anybody else looks. I do like a clean house, but like the outside is really not, who cares? Like, what's that even about?
The nice thing is that life gives you an opportunity around 50 years old to turn invisible to the outside,
Yeah,
to the
especially
outside
if you use
world.
a woman.
And that's when you take the time to develop the internal, right? If
That's
you haven't done
basically
it
what's been
already.
going on here. But I,
Yeah, so
I can,
you get a second chance, right?
I have working knowledge of what he just said. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's exactly. When I was 40, I didn't care what people thought of what I said. And when I turned 50, it was a whole new level of freedom. The half
yeah,
of the 100 club. Oh,
right.
yeah.
Yeah, it's the other thing that happens is we call it pancha karma, something like that. And what that means is you reach a point in life where everything leaves you. They used to call it dark night of the soul. That's another, but that's another experience. But panchakarma is like everything just goes away. You wake up one day and no more car, no more house, no more nothing, right? And
It's
it's
coming.
yeah. And I've been through it probably, let's see, 14 times in my life because
As long as I
apparently I
have a
never get it
Wi-Fi
right.
signal, at least this will continue.
Huh?
Said as long as I have a Wi-Fi signal, I'll keep showing up on Mondays.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah.
Well, we're trying to stop the insanity of the world. That's why I was talking earlier about the idea of an AI script writer and social engineering to free yourself from all the drama, crama, whatever the heck the hell's going on out there, because you really don't have much time to play with it. The people that get caught up in it are drama queens, we used to call them, drama kings. Maybe Trump's become a drama king. You can't tell.
The drama king of England.
Yeah, because the King of England no longer capable of drama, right?
He's no longer capable of a lot of things, and there ain't no blue pill
Yeah,
for that.
yeah.
So,
More than we want to know what he's not capable of. So,
well, I did just say blue pills, but like we don't have to talk about those.
yeah.
So the mantra, you only do it a tiny short time, or you're not doing it right. But then Matt comes back with this one. Remember when you told me about rolling on the
Yeah.
ground? And then you told me you had one elderly client and you called her and asked how it was going, or she called you all whooped up and you were like, well, how long have you been rolling? And she said
Yeah.
15 minutes. And you were like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Are you nuts?
11 minutes a day. I've had two or three, and it's really funny because women are the ones that'll maintain the exercise.
We've got another one. Well, either Matt is a woman, sorry, or he's been practicing the log rolling exercise between 5 to 8 minutes a day. And in a
11.
matter of 3 days, he felt amazing. It took 3 days.
Oh, yeah.
completely change his whole.
Yeah. And just like that, there's a whole protocol of that. There's like how you start, how you do it, your breathing, your focus, all these things. And then the crazy part is it's progressive. And I've never had anybody make it through all five progressions. So,
Okay, that's interesting.
yeah.
But then he says theoretically, which I don't think theoretically, really, it's not theory. Um, can it cause weight loss and muscle gain? Because he's noticed that around his midsection, it looks a little better, he says.
Yeah.
And he says
Yeah.
his energy and his sleep has improved a lot. Does it use vortex and kundalini energy?
Hmm. It's based on angular motion in physics.
I thought spiraling.
Well, angular, like in a orbiting.
Okay.
The thing about orbiting, that's a whole science that applied to the human body that most people have no clue about, never heard of, because I'm the only one I know that teaches about it. And orbiting is, there's sets of exercises that are focused on that. And I like practicing them because they're the same exercises you see sometimes 5-year-olds do, let's say.
Right. And they don't even know that they're doing it. They
Right.
just think it's
Yeah.
fun.
And,
Sure.
and and its highest level is in the Sufi dancing where you twirl
Oh my
for,
God. I was just about to say when I was
for
little,
an hour,
I
hour and
used
a
to
half.
twirl and twirl and twirl and twirl and then
Yeah,
sit down and watch
yeah,
everything
yeah,
spin.
yeah.
I used
It's
to do this all the time.
there are ways out of this universe. I'll put it that way.
Yeah, without
Uh,
having to light anything up, I'll tell you.
yeah. So
And it's so funny because he says he's also, after he asked about the Kundalini energy, then he states that he's also included Kapalbhati breathing. And then he says microcosmic orbit, forward and reverse, and some basic Qigong, Bagua, circle walking,
right.
chanting mantras, and Tai Chi techniques for energy.
Yeah.
Will the, then he says, will the cumulative effect of all of these build voltage, expand the energy field, etc.?
Yes.
Because he feels better at 40 than he ever has.
Yes.
What?
No, there's it's it's impossible to describe what happens. You can only see it in people. One lady, she called me. I wrote about that. Her daughter called me, who's in her 50s, and her mother was in her 70s or something. And I said, well, she wanted an appointment. She goes, well, my mother can't get out of bed. And I said, okay, I'll come and see her. So I go to her house. She weighed about 350 maybe, and like her whole life was just laying in bed.
Wow.
And I said, look, I'm going to give you one exercise, and it's called a rolling exercise. And I said, the main thing I want you to do is not fall off the damn bed because she couldn't get down on the floor. So I gave her the exercise, worked on her, reset a bunch of stuff, and away I went. About 3 or 4 months later, I don't remember, it might have been 5 months later, 6 months. This lady, two ladies come walking in my office. And I go, hello, can I help you? And she goes, you don't remember me? And I go, no. And she goes, I'm the one that was laying in a bed. She goes, I've lost about 130 pounds doing that exercise. Now, remember, there's elements to it that I haven't taught online, but I teach in person. And the same thing online sometime, I might want to teach that openly. I'd like to get there. But in the book War Day, which I finally finished the manuscript of, I talk about that story and give the exercise. So the rolling exercise and the way that it's supposed to be experienced. And just remember, it's a 5-step exercise, and most people, if they do one, they get incredible benefits. But if they do all five, then they get to be what they call super soldiers. How's that?
Amazing.
Yeah,
Okay. And
it's
yeah,
it,
yeah,
it's a
Mr.
complete
Super
program,
Soldier.
and it takes about a year. But in a year, you would not recognize anybody that does all this.
You know what? I'm gonna have plenty of time on my hands, is what it looks like after October 20th.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, so then he says, can he expect more of this as he continues, feeling more aware, expanded awareness, more balance? And I'm going to guess the answer is yeah. If you keep doing it, of course, it's going to increase.
Yeah. Just remember the bigger your energy field, the more inclusive you are, and the less when you start discrimination you have about what you're including in your information energy field.
Mm.
So the whole thing we started with earlier is to exclude information from your information field, which is all the social engineering, all the AI script writing, all the movie stuff, you're presented with movies every day. They call it the news channel. And it's like if you don't buy into it, that news story goes away. And if you do buy into it, then they keep working it until finally they run out of steam and they give you a new movie. And once you understand that, the answer becomes go make your own damn movie. Okay? Why do you want to play in theirs? Okay?
Yeah, because it's stupid anyway.
Yeah, call me.
Um,
So those are good questions because these are the kind of techniques that people need at this time because the future lies insanity. That's all there is.
yeah, if you think it's nuts now, just give it
Yeah. Oh
10.
yeah. Just wait 1 year, 2 years. Oh my goodness, right?
Well, if we're all still here, if the Martians haven't come eaten us, by
Yeah. Oh yeah, you don't have to worry about after December 3rd because we'll
wait,
be
but October 3rd came and went and nothing happened.
yeah. So now we got December 3rd.
Oh, it's December 3rd. Okay.
Yeah,
That's
that's when it takes off from its pit stop at Mars and comes and hangs out and
is it
you know all that kind of stuff.
zombie apocalypse with Martians and people pops. Okay.
I don't know. They probably should look like zombies if they've been in that damn rock for that
How
long.
do we know that this isn't what zombies look like and those people with half a face aren't what we're supposed to look like? Those are normal and what
I don't know.
like
That
maybe
that,
call
that
that
would require some paying attention while you're barbecuing something.
I don't know. I mean, yeah, you probably should because if you've got some kind of ne what's neuropathy, you could be
Yeah,
barbecuing your own hand and you wouldn't know. It would just smell
yeah,
really good, and then you'd look
yeah,
down and go,
yeah.
"Oh,
Well, yeah, and I got one
yum,
for you. What do alien awful OFFAL look like?
alien, awful." Oh, I don't want to know. I don't want to smell it either.
And can they make what we used to call them mincemeats, right? Or sweetmeats. Sweetmeats was organ meat.
That's right. The organ meats that you grind
Yeah.
up to do
Yeah.
something with.
So do aliens have like can you make sweetmeats out of them? I don't know.
I don't
I
know,
don't
but
know.
they make sweet
Everybody wants to be friends with them. I just want to invite them to dinner.
to eat them.
Well, I mean, you might want to think it out.
Well, you could always like invite an alien over and then, I'll,
Look, all the movies, Alien 1, 2, 3, 4, 37, the aliens eat the people. How about a little reciprocity here? All right.
well,
Let's
that's what I
think.
was gonna say. It's like if you come to dinner and you're an alien, you're gonna have to give up a body part
Yeah.
so that
I
we
mean,
can serve it.
we need to think like Cajuns. And that's nothing bad about Cajuns. And
But
that
it's so
is,
much easier. That way you don't have to stop at the grocery store to bring something. You just have it attached and then lop it off and you were done.
hey, yeah, I wonder if they have nerve endings in their brain, like that movie with Jodie Foster and whatever.
What, contact?
No, Red Dragon or they take the brain pan and pull the brain out and cook it. The guy does.
Oh, you mean Hannibal.
Hannibal, yeah.
Yeah, that was
I
Hannibal. That
wonder,
was
wonder
yeah,
if
yeah,
I
he
mean,
made what's his name? Oh God,
yeah.
he's dead. I remember him. This is
I
my
mean,
time.
even the
Ray
Mexicans,
Liotta. It was Ray
yeah,
Liotta. He cut Ray
yeah.
Liotta's head off and he made him eat his own brain.
Yeah. And even the Mexicans eat like tongue and a tripe, right? That's a good
They
one in the
don't waste
South. And they
anything.
have crackling in the South. I mean, come on. This is like, I'm telling you, the Alien Cookbook, when I get it finished, there will be some good dishes in
Oh,
there.
but now that you've finished War Day, congratulations. You can start on the other one. I'm
Yeah,
really happy to hear that. That made me really happy.
yeah, right here. Got it.
That's so good.
Went through the second edit. As soon as that's done, then book, here it comes. I
I
think
like
it'll
it.
help a lot of people. I really do.
I
So
do too.
it's
I do too.
anyway, War Day.
So get this, Matt has even more questions.
What?
Matt for the win. He's got more questions. Is society as a whole full in a state of entropy? Because I do see many people expanding themselves in different ways. So is it that some of society is in entropy and some are expanding?
It's very difficult for people to jump from a declining state of energy into a higher state of energy. So what that means is, for instance, when you're under 18, and let's say you were so inclined to do jumping jacks or skip a rope or things like that, the possibility of it was we call is imminent, meaning it's something that's right there that you can engage in and probably engage in to some degree. But when you're 50, the distance increases, all right, between the ideal and the actual act of it versus the idea of it and the actual act of it. So it's not exactly time dilation, it's not exactly space contraction, and it's not exactly entropy. It's some phenomena about humans that they're not in what we would call a steady state at any time after conception. And so you have an increasing energy to about 18 or 19, you reach genetic completion, and it's all downhill after that unless you do something. And so Kundalini Yoga, Qigong, Qigong, Nigong, other gongs, there's ways to increase and maintain that level of energy. I know because I did it. And there were a period of time for about 8 years I didn't age. In other words, like your energy level sustains you at a level that precludes aging. So
Okay,
that,
so you stay at this plateau of like in a place of non-aging and not
yeah,
the level.
I have a student I've worked with over 20 years, and he has been able to maintain what we call form and a high degree of function
Hmm,
at a level more like when he was, say, 20 rather than 40.
interesting.
Yeah. And so I maintain a level of form and function that is not equal to my current age.
I feel the same way, but like I've always blamed it on genetics. Like,
Well, that plays a part, but at the same time, we can move forward or backwards from a genetic stance.
good
So
to
that,
know because
yeah,
on the back end of life-changing events, and then we rest and then we can kick it back into gear.
yeah, yeah. So all these people, like these multi-billionaires and stuff, that want to engage in what extending their life and being younger, it's like 1 year, give me 1 year, and you will, and if you will do what I tell you to do and practice, you can still go about your life, but we're going to add about 5 hours a day. And the difference in you will be phenomenal. That's a guarantee. So call me.
Just a matter of discipline. Like, and what kind of like, I mean, I guess if somebody were to call you, how much, I mean, is that rude to ask how much would something like
Yeah.
that cost
Well,
a year? Like how much would
well,
that
there's a guy that runs a big oil company. He's a billionaire. I met him. Probably one of the most unhealthy people. He double H's is his name. Trump, billionaire, most unhealthy person. I mean, we can Elon, like every one of these guys needs to call me. I mean, they're just not handling it well. And there's Putin doesn't need to call me. He's doing a fairly good job. So there. But there's a whole bunch of others. They just sitting there basking in the glory of their name. But and the whole
Because they
thing falling
can.
and falling, the whole thing's falling apart on them. And
But they'll
I
keep
don't think,
basking in the glory of their name until the very last second,
yeah. So
right?
now all of them are wealthy and none of them are healthy. So tell me how that's being rich in this world.
It's not. It's just having lots of money. I feel like I'm very rich in so many ways, but then I guess there's this subconscious addiction to being having some kind of drama affecting me. Like,
Yeah, yeah. Just remember, for the love of the drama is greater than the love of no drama, right?
that
The
doesn't
the
make
love of
sense.
the problem or the predicament's greater than the love of not having it. So the idea being you would recognize it as a problem and then you would move away from it in whatever way you can, ever how fast you can, with whatever resources you can generate. In other words, there's not an answer because it's all subjective. So in other words, what works for you? And obviously, it's not the Dallas Cowboys because that's not working for them.
No, it's not working for them. I've never cared for football, honestly. Like the only time I actually paid attention to football was when my middle kid started playing. Then I had to understand what's a first down and why do they keep having another first down. I don't
I like
understand.
one of the jokes I read is like they flip a coin, right? And then they all have quarterbacks and halfbacks and fullbacks trying to get the coin back by the end of the game or something. It makes sense to me.
Okay,
Oh,
interesting.
yeah, so there.
Okay. Okay. Well, I don't know. Well, so what else? Did I send you anything crazy? I did. I texted you yesterday a whole list of things, didn't I? A whole
Oh,
list of things that we could be talking about. Oh, look at that. I was dictating and it says big T, except it's TEA. Oh, Siri, you're so dumb. Um, okay. Some guy said something spectroscopy already confirmed that 3I Atlas is a comet unless your alien civilization is flying around on a ship made of 70% Tagish Lake meteorite analog and 30% CO2 ice. Try science, he says.
it it's just stupid.
Right.
I tell you where it ranks. It ranks right up there with a certain individual named after a bunny rabbit playing at the Super Bowl this year coming up. And to me, I don't know why people are upset because at some level it's appropriate, and I'll let them try to figure that out if they have a brain to do that.
I mean, like he's responding to Anna Paulina Luna, I think. Was it a response or no? Maybe not. Maybe it was different. Anna Paulina Luna insists that there's a new image from Mars. It doesn't look like a comet. It's a perfect glowing cylinder drifting across the Martian sky. So that's what Anna Paulina Luna thinks.
I don't know. I don't
So
understand. I mean, I am gifted with imagination beyond belief compared to most people.
he says
And to
that's it.
be able to look at that and think of it as anything other than light shining through a keyhole in an old door, I can't imagine.
You know what? That actually does look more like light shining through a keyhole
Yeah,
right there.
we saw it in Nightmare on Elm Street or
Which one?
Amityville Horror or something. I mean, it's like how can people go from A to 11,000 Z by looking at a freaking little light blob on a black screen? I mean, didn't they watch the moon landing thing or moon missions in the 60s? It's all the same technology they were using back then. People. I got to tell you, gotta get a life, right? I didn't say wife, right? So get a life. Although getting a wife, and particularly more than one, might resolve any problems you have with trying to deal with the outside world.
Back to playing polygamy big love again?
Well, there are many forms of experience in this lifetime, and I don't think they should be denied because you believe you should have one wife when there are other people like Mormons and let's say the Middle East where having four or five might seem like an obligation one is meant to fulfill in life. How's that?
Well, look, I know some men who can't even handle one wife. Like,
Well,
why would
no
you
man
want
can handle a wife. Are you kidding me? All that's all BS. Like I should write a book, How to Handle a Wife, and put and just blank page, one blank page. That's all.
You
That's the
could
whole
call it
book.
War Day too.
Yeah.
And then it's just blank. My
Yeah.
wife.
Yeah. And
Oh,
then let's throw the Illuminati and the Catholic Church and everybody else in there. All these people think they can control humanity, and obviously they never own more than one cat at a time. That's all I got to say about all the people that think they can take over humanity
I've owned
is
three
that
cats.
they are delusional beyond belief. Right. Delusional. Right.
That
So,
almost sounded like when he was saying there was no collusion. There's not delusional enough.
yeah.
Collusion.
And if people want to know what's going on, there's this great collusion on delusion
Yeah, it's called
in
transpermia.
the world going on today, and that's all they need to know. They keep they call central casting and invite new players in. You know, the Tyler guy with the CK thing had a SAG card. I mean, come on, right? Yeah, people didn't know that, right? So,
I wonder how many residuals he's going to get from that show.
huh?
If he's going to get any residuals from that show, probably not.
He should, right? It was I mean, think about the performance. He was never seen performing until the interview. Never seen perform until the so everything up to the interview was alluded to and part of the fabric of the story. And here is the main character, ta da ta da ta da ta da, right? And I'm going to turn myself in voluntarily because I want to walk the red carpet.
Yeah, everybody wants to walk the red carpet, but you know
Yeah,
what? It's highly overrated. It's just
yeah.
not even, it's silly.
And
Red carpets are dumb.
and he gets
Have
a
one
new
in the other room.
And
It's
he
not
gets a new orange suit because orange is the new fashion color, by the
Is
way.
it like what kind of like a pylon orange?
Yeah, yeah,
I like it.
like the Hermes bags or whatever, right? Yeah. See,
That's my tough drive.
orange iPhone. See the new orange iPhone
Oh,
coming.
that's right. There is a new one and it's orange. The
See, they're
17.
trying to tell you, right, that you can join in. So there
Maybe
we
they're
go.
just trying to play off Orange is the New Black because it was successful.
The what?
Orange is the New Black. Maybe it was so successful that they.
Yeah, I think it's enraptured a lot of people like Antifa and others that are finding out that orange just may be the color they've been looking for.
It might be, but you just got to make sure that it's not somebody wandering around in an orange robe that's going to set himself on fire. Like we got to not
Oh
conflate.
yeah,
We got to watch
that's
what.
that's so that's so 60s Buddhist. I mean, it's like
Everybody needs their 15 minutes.
yeah, the idea that somebody would kill himself to get attention. Oh wow, I wonder where I've heard that before.
It just happened on the courthouse last year downtown. Remember that guy? Like when there
Oh
was
yeah, yeah.
so
Yeah,
setting stuff on fire.
the problem with stories like that and movies like that, you can't do a sequel. Okay.
No,
See,
not unless you impale the body and then make it
see, like
stand up its butt and
now,
make it
see
move around.
if they really wanted to jump the shark, they'd have Tyler escape, right? And then we would have the chase scenes and everybody looking and
Well, the fact that they didn't neutralize him already, or that he hasn't been neutralized somehow magically, so he can't squawk. I'm bored.
not like dear old Jeffrey. He skipped the orange suit. He went straight back to Armani, or Hugo Boss. Hugo Boss. There we go. Right?
Hugo Boss, Canali. I wear Canali. Sorry.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. I mean, we're good, right?
All right. Well,
Okay, bye.
that's enough. Bye.